As the winter months begin to creep in, laundry lovers will be feeling the pressure to get their clothing and sheets dry as quickly as possible. The rain and colder days drawing in can make it almost impossible to keep your head above water with the washing, and leaving clothes to dry in the home can lead to the production of mold, reports The Express. As damp fabrics dry, they release moisture and condense on cold surfaces like a window, mirror, or wall. This condensation is what causes mold to grow and spread. Drying your washing inside can also result in poor ventilation, and lead to a lack of energy efficiency in your home alongside the damp conditions. However, there are ways that can help you during the winter months, which have been provided by Lucy Ackroyd, the head of design for towel and linen company Christie. Read on below for some answers to the most common drying dilemmas. Wash and dry your clothes at the beginning of your day. As part of the weekly washing schedule, you should choose a day of the week that will allow to take full advantage of your entire house. Lucy has recommended washing your bedding first thing after you wake up, and that will let your bigger sheets dry throughout the day, so they can be stored away in the evening. The expert also added that the higher the thread count of the sheet, the longer it will take to dry, so this may impact where you choose to hang your damp washing. Instructions on your bedding may allow you to give them an extra spin in the machine before removing them, Lucy also notes. She added, then, dry the bed sheets in rooms with plenty of airflow and in areas that aren't used as much as other places in the home to avoid knocking them or adding moisture to them through breathing or movement. Drape your sheets over a banister. If you have a banister for a set of stairs, then it's a good idea to make use of it when drying larger items, like your bedding. As soon as your machine is finished spinning the clothes, take the sheets out first and shake them out to reduce the risk of large creases. Lucy added, the best way to dry your bedding indoors is to aim for a large surface area to allow the fabric to fully breathe. If you're able to, drape your damp sheets over the banister so you can make use of the full length of your stairwell to dry them in a straight and upright position. Run your hand against the folded edge of the fabric on the rail to make sure it is smooth and not bunched up. Use all your doors and even your curtain poles, as well as making good use of your banister. You can also utilize other tall items in your home to hang washing, like the backs of doors or your curtain poles. Lucy said, airers are perfect for drying smaller bedding items like pillow or cushion cases. However, if you don't have an airer big enough for sheets, interior doors are a more convenient way to dry larger items like duvet covers, sheets or throws because of their height. Keep the door open whilst the item is drying to allow maximum airflow and to stop your sheets from getting damaged. If you're popping the item straight over the door, make sure the top is clean and dust-free to avoid getting dirt on your clean washing. You could even use hangers with pegs on to attach your bed sheets and stretch them between furniture or door frames, dependent on the layout of your home. This technique works best in a large room that is used infrequently, like a guest bedroom, as the horizontal sheets can get in the way. Don't cover radiators with soaking wet clothing. If you aren't lucky enough to own a tumble dryer, then you probably use your radiators to dry things quicker, but you should avoid this altogether. Antonio Dengra, CEO at the electric heating company, Reut, warns against this, as he said, drying clothing on the radiator is not advisable from a safety point of view because it's a potential fire risk. By covering your radiators with damp fabrics, it can also cause a buildup of unwanted condensation, leading to dampness or mold. Using radiators to dry sheets or garments can have a negative effect on your heating bills, as it doesn't allow for proper air circulation, so your house will take longer to reach the desired temperature, and it will therefore also increase consumption. Lucy also chimed in on this topic, adding, "Instead of placing your washing directly onto the radiator, look for other hot spots in your house. For example, you can use your airing cupboard door to dry items to make the most of the warmth without covering the water tank." Keep your home well ventilated. Ventilation is the key way to avoid nasty mold from growing on your laundry. Adam Pawson, head of digital at SafeStyle, said, "Condensation is essentially the water beads that form when hot moist air meets a cool surface. It's important to remember that it's a common occurrence and doesn't necessarily mean there's a problem with your windows, but if it is not maintained efficiently, then it can develop into a dangerous mold. If your home is suffering from condensation, damp or mold, the best thing you can do is to try and improve the ventilation inside. Try to regularly open windows to allow air to move freely and let moist air escape from the property. Using systems like extractor fans can also massively reduce the amount of condensation in your home. Iron your sheets. Nobody likes a stiff and uncomfortable bed sheet, and you can keep them fresh and feeling soft by ironing them after they are dry." Lucy said, "Remember to wash and change your bedding regularly. I recommend at least once a week to ensure your sheets are clean and fresh. It's also really important to iron your bed sheets straight after drying them to give them that hotel-style feel. If the sheets are high quality, it shouldn't take long but will feel well worth the time when you snuggle down into them later on." Don't miss the latest news from around Scotland and beyond. Sign up to our daily newsletter.